Alright everyone, welcome to another installment of the Task With Me journey. It's the journey to a 10K. It's what I'm documenting on this series that I call, very unoriginally, the Walk Jog series. So for anyone that's been following, today is week 8, day 4. And actually at the time of recording this, I am a couple days behind. This weekend was a little bit more hectic than I was planning on it being, and that's why this video is coming to you all a little bit later than was planned, but no need to worry. I'm actually going to be recording this 20-minute cross-training video on top of a 30-minute walking video soon afterwards to make sure I get both videos to you all out in time. So one of the things I'm doing a little bit differently today is I'm not also recording on Reddit. It was a lot of fun to do so before, but it made things a lot more difficult, as I'm sure you can imagine. Oh, seems to be a little bit, there was like an argument over there by the hospital. Anyway, so one of the nice things that the Reddit live stream did, of course, and like I always mention, it adds a lot of viewership to the channel, allows me to engage with the audience, it allows me to just talk to people, make this more like a podcast, at least that I'm talking to someone else. But I have to pay a lot more attention to my phone. I don't have a gimbal for my iPhone, so last time what I did was essentially just use a rubber band to attach it to my handle on my bike, but that's just not sustainable. It makes it really hard for me to get a good bike ride, and also, you know, I have to worry about the iPhone shaking. I have to worry about stopping every once in a while to make sure that I can get some sort of update on the channel and whatnot. So a lot of things I have to pay attention to that just prevent me from focusing on the point of the video. So that's why today I'm coming to you all with just me, just the camera. It's really nice because I get to actually enjoy the bike ride even more, as much as I can for a place like Florida. I would love to actually do some biking trails. You know, for the videos I tend to do on Saturdays, if anything, I actually look up best walking trails near me, and that's how I decide where I want to go. But it'd be really cool to also do the same for biking trails, as I'm sure there are some cool ones. You know, nothing too crazy, but just something to sort of spice it up. That's sort of always what I'm thinking. So maybe stay tuned for that, and we'll see if in the future we can get some better videos coming along. So it's a beautiful day here in South Florida. It's warming up a little bit, which I like. I'm looking forward to hopefully going to the beach one of these days. I want to do just like a classic beach day on Saturday. You know, literally make it like a picnic with some nice drinks, just have a good time, take some good food. Haven't, you know, in the nearly 2.5 years I've known my girlfriend, we've never really done that. I mean, we've gone to the beach maybe once with drinks, but never, you know, with food and just sort of have a good time. So that's something I'd really like to try out. I don't know if this is like a vulture here or something. Oof. I don't know if that vulture just killed an iguana, or if the iguana was already dead. But that vulture was about to feast on that iguana, and I think I just interrupted its lunchtime. Hopefully it doesn't come after me now, since it saw that, you know, I interrupted him. So yeah, I would like to go to the beach, and of course, being in Florida, not too far from many of them. Be cool to just go to, you know, Publix and get, you know, a family bag of chicken wings and just go and hang out and have a good time. I'm really looking forward to that. Gotta get some color on my skin. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, so I'm looking forward to that. Taking pictures of this house. I wonder if is it gonna be for sale soon? I'd be interested in it. Nice house, very modern looking. That's cool. That's something I'm looking forward to as well. So hopefully in the coming months it gets warmer. I know here in the beginning, January, February, maybe even March, weather fluctuates a lot, but that is just what it is. Gotta wait, be patient. One of the things I noticed about riding bike, you might think it's less intense because you're sitting down, but I find myself a little more out of breath riding bike than I do when I'm walking. So I think that's pretty interesting, and maybe this is sort of teaching me, it's hopefully getting my cardio up a little more, and it's allowing me to sort of start adapting to that sort of thing, because when I start jogging, I'm gonna have to figure out if I'm gonna still make these videos. Rather, I'm gonna continue making the videos, but am I gonna be talking like on them when I'm jogging? I suppose I was thinking, you know, during the parts where I'm walking, I could I can talk, but I also want to conserve my energy, and talking might deplete some of that energy. So might have to do a post-production voiceover. We'll see how that works out in due time. Anyway, as I was saying, today's been a great day. It's Sunday, back to work tomorrow. Looking forward to the week. Got a lot of stuff to do. Been thinking about how to tackle some of the problems at work, so excited to implement them tomorrow. This upcoming week, the students that I am helping, the students that I am tutoring, have a week off. So that's nice, because of course as a tutor I also have the week off. I suspect I'll still be helping them out with questions, you know, if they have any, of course, or any other extracurricular things they want to do. But at least it won't be, you know, I won't be obligated to do so. So that's really nice. Definitely looking forward to that. And then really I'm also looking forward to when they come back, because they will be learning a technology called JavaScript. And JavaScript is essentially what gives the behavior to the websites that you all use. So generally speaking, you can divide a website into 3 sort of pillars. You have its structure, you have the way it looks, the styles, and of course its behavior. How do things behave when you interact with them? That's what something like JavaScript allows you to handle, and it's really where the true programming comes into play. So very much looking forward to helping them out with that. You know, because I work, I tend to deal more with JavaScript than I do with HTML or CSS. I think I'm actually more of an expert with JavaScript, and I've learned a ton of HTML and CSS so far in the program, so very grateful for that. Still a lot of things I didn't know, which now I have a better appreciation for. I'd say a huge benefit from having gone through all that, you know, foundational stuff with them. That's pretty much the upcoming weeks. Of course, we also have Valentine's Day. We have Valentine's Day coming up. Should be a good time. You know, it seems like there's a holiday every month. That's how we do it in America. We do holidays every month, justify spending money, or just making, you know, an excuse to just go out and have a good time. One of the major things, so our dog Sawyer, you know, he has his ups and downs, good days, bad days. He's mostly decent when it comes to training. You know, he has his basic commands like sit, lay down, and wait. They're okay when he's at home, but as soon as there's other people or other dogs involved, he doesn't really listen. So I decided to, my girlfriend suggested to get the Petco training, and honestly I was a little bit hesitant at first, because, you know, you can find so much online these days. The training's only as good as the trainer, so I'm hoping the trainer's good, but I don't want for us to have a bad time with the dog. I don't think that should be the point of having a dog. I shouldn't have to be so stressed out when I take him out. So hopefully it's a 6-week, I think, essential training. It starts on February 7th, so very close. Luckily it's on Sundays, so it's a good time. It's something that both of us can actually attend, especially now with Paola starting work soon. You know, it's good that it's on a Sunday when we're both free. I don't know if it's always on a Sunday or if that's just the trainer we got. Maybe we got lucky. Maybe that's a sign in and of itself that we should be doing this. So the wind is picking up here, and I'm not mentioning that because, you know, as I always say, can you guys hear me? I'm confident that now I'm good on the wind. The windscreen does a really good job, the GoPro does a good job, but it adds a ton of resistance for me, which I welcome, because it's good for me. It actually gives me better exercise. My legs are getting a better workout. I'm getting a better workout. It's free resistance training. Highly encourage you all to do the same. If you have a bike lying around, go out for a bike ride. Come join me for this 20 minutes. Let me give a little shameless plug, a little bit of a intro to what I'm doing here for anyone that's interested. So Task With Me is a channel where I shoot myself doing various amounts of tasks. Just so happens this first one is centered around fitness. I am documenting my journey to doing a 10K. I'm documenting it pretty much on YouTube, but also on Reddit live streaming. And right now we're on week 8 out of, I suspect, probably close to 40 weeks. So it's gonna be nearly a year to be able to get to that 10K, but I know it will be worth it. So that's very cool. So if you're interested in starting your own journey to a 10K, or really more generically just achieving a new fitness goal, I encourage you to start off in my warm-up series, where we start off with slow walking, 15 minutes, and we end up with a brisk 1-hour walk. I completed that this past weekend. That was very cool. Got my 7 weeks in, starting the 8th now. And yeah, I'd love to see if some of you are doing it with me. I know I've had a lot of fun on the Reddit live streams. A lot of people join in. A lot of my viewer base so far has come from that. You know, I'm a slow growing channel. I know that I'm a niche, but don't really care. It's not really for the views. It's just mostly for me. Of course, if people join, that's always a lot more motivating, a lot more encouraging. But at the end of the day, it's an archive of what I've accomplished, and that's really what I'm setting out to do. So we're a little over 10 minutes here. I can say 100% without a doubt that when the phone is not involved, the intensity increases significantly. Right now, I'm fairly tired, and you can probably hear it in my voice. I'm taking longer pauses, I'm breathing heavier, so I know what I'm doing is good. I'm excited to keep going here. It's good to work off a lot of those extra calories from this weekend. Definitely, you know, went a little overboard. Love me some Taco Bell, always Taco Bell. That's the go-to, isn't it? Isn't Taco Bell just the go-to standard for fast food? Gotta ease off that a little bit. Luckily tonight, I'm gonna have Hamburger Helper, and I don't mean to say that Hamburger Helper is any healthier than Taco Bell. It's probably not, but at least I'm saving money by making it on my own. And again, at least it's beef that I'm making on my own, so I know more so where it's coming from. And it's slightly healthier, and it's good, and it lasts me. The leftovers are always welcomed. Probably this time I tend to just gulp it up quick because it's good. The double macaroni pasta they have, or a double cheeseburger macaroni, but this time I'll just take it a little slower. Don't really want to feel bad. I have a very sensitive stomach. My diet's fairly limited, so if I just sort of veer off that path for a little bit, I tend to definitely feel it the day after. It's just the nature of the beast, my friends. A lot of people in my family have sensitive stomachs. A lot of people are just sensitive in nature. Like in my family, I mean, high sensitivities to a lot of things. So I think it's just one of those things that runs in the family. Let's see, cardmyyard.com. What does that mean, card my yard? Are they like advertising how nice their yard looks? I don't know, that's cool though. Cardmyyard.com, FTL now live. Oh, that's like they're advertising their business, it looks like. I'm definitely, I feel like I'm, okay, I thought for a second it was a street, and I'm just coming along like I own the street. A lot of people taking off their Christmas decorations right now. It's a sad time when you gotta take down those Christmas decorations. At least for me, I took down my wreath and my Christmas tree. I wouldn't say so much I took my Christmas tree down. I mean, it's a Walmart, not a Walmart, a Walgreens Christmas tree. Really tiny, like you can fit it on a mini, you can fit it on a nightstand. I just put it back in my closet, that's what I did. The wreath, I love the wreath I got this year. It was my first wreath I've ever bought. It's the wreath that I will take with me for the rest of my life. You know, I know we all have that Christmas storage in the garage. That's where the wreath is gonna be. I got it at Hobby Lobby at a great price. This video is not sponsored by Hobby Lobby, but I did work there at one point. Actually, I built a store where I grew up. I was able to participate in the grand opening of a Hobby Lobby, and I helped quite literally build the store. When I say literally, I mean that when I became an employee, the building was empty. It was a warehouse that only had cement floor. So when I went in, we literally built the shelves, assembled everything to put the items on. So that was a hell of an experience. I mean, for anything, I think it's quite interesting to see how these businesses start. That was super cool. But they have really good prices during the holidays. So I got the wreath at 50% off, which was nice. And it's a nice wreath. I mean, sometimes it's just good to spend the extra dollar, invest in something nice. And that's how I feel about the wreath. So, you know, it was sad to put it away, but the longer you stay without it, the more exciting it will be when it does come back. So that's, you know, probably by the time I'm done with my 10K journey, it'll be close to the time I have to put it back. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. So after this, I'm gonna do a 30-minute walk. That one I will stream on Reddit, since it's just a little bit easier to do so when you're walking. So I am excited to do that. Hopefully it's a good time for people to hop online. Normally the time tends to be probably like early afternoon tends to be a good time. 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern I've seen. That's on a weekday. I suspect that there will actually be less people on a weekend because I feel most people that are watching my live stream on Reddit are probably like on a break at work. That's what I think. So gotta check it out and see how it goes. It's been a really good bike ride though today. Probably one of my better ones. I just like the fact that I get to use the bike more often. I wish cross training was littered a little bit more in the program. You know, obviously I can do it myself whenever I want to. I don't have to do it just because the program says for me to do it. But it's a little bit easier when it's already baked into the program, so that's nice. Gonna keep going here. I got my face mask on my handle and it is about to fall off. Let me just get it here. Yeah, when I left my building this morning, you know, some people are very adamant about the face mask. I'm probably leaning more to you might as well have it. I'm not going to be the one that tells you to wear it though. I'll probably think about it, but I'm not like gonna enforce it myself. But there was quite an argument this morning when a lady was stepping out of the elevator and the people entering did not have their mask. She just started kind of blowing up in their face. And you know, she was American, the other family was Hispanic, so I know a little bit of Spanish, and they understood what she was saying, but they didn't answer. So, you know, some people really take it to heart, but I understand because, you know, it's real, it's going around, you want to be safe. I don't wear it when I'm outside, especially now because there's no one around me and I'm outside, so not really too concerned. But definitely when I'm around people in buildings, etc., I do wear it. What a beautiful day today here in South Florida. There is not a single cloud in the sky from what I can see. That is a rarity here for any one of you South Florida natives. But during this time of year, I think we enjoy that more than other states. In other states, it's probably freezing. And I'm over here riding bike in shorts. I got my Chubbies shorts on right now. If anyone's familiar with Chubbies, they're short shorts, sort of similar to, you know, surfers and skateboarders from the 60s, 70s, 80s. I got those shorts. So I'm out here riding in my Chubbies, getting a sweat, really enjoying a near perfect day here. Gonna check to see the GoPro, see how long we've been going. We're going for 18 minutes. Got a little over a minute left. I just want to thank everyone today for watching the video. I hope you get out there and do your own 20-minute bike ride. Even if you're going slow or if you're going fast, it's all about consistency. You're gonna feel a lot better for having done so. Your body and your mind will thank you. Remember, here we're all about consistency and just making sure we get a little bit done every day. That's really all you have to do. So, moving from here, next week we'll be starting, or rather tomorrow we'll be starting week 9, day 1. It's gonna be very similar to week 8. And after that, ladies and gentlemen, we get to week 10, which is where it really starts to pick up. It's where I'm going to start jogging. Hopefully by then, I will have had a good, solid 9 weeks behind me of training, so I can just, you know, prevent injury, so on and so forth. That's really what all this extra work has been for. I didn't want to go into this guns blazing. I wanted to make sure my knees could handle it, my muscles could handle it. and that's why I took the 9 weeks to make sure I got there. And if you want to do the same, all you have to do is follow my previous videos and we'll get there together. Like I say, tasks together. So everyone, thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna check the timestamp one more time here. I see that we are at the 20-minute mark. I like to keep these strict to the time. So like I always say, stay fit, stay healthy. We'll see you all very soon. Thanks for joining me.